Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Code Black Facts. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys know I love you and I do appreciate you. So, I want to come on here and talk about coping mechanisms that we create for ourselves when we make stupid decisions. Okay, so just to give you guys some background, Summer Walker posted a photo on her Instagram of her pregnancy photos, and her baby daddy was not in the picture. People were asking where the baby daddy was, and she kind of clapped back at them, and it was kind of sideways. I don't know. Someone must have made her mad, or maybe just the questioning of people asking her. But what she stated was, let me pull it up really quickly. Okay. So she said, with people been trying to be in my business bad lately. I don't know why y'all need updates on my life. LOL. Like, go touch grass, but I've decided to be single. First of all, girl, like, you put stuff out there, you make everything public. And so when you make everything public about your life, then people are gonna want to know you made this man public. When y'all got together, you getting face tattoos of this man's name and everything. So it's like, girl, people are gonna want to know. I mean, that's just the beast of social media. And when you are putting everything out there about your life. So anyway, she says, go touch grass, but I've decided to be single. It's no hard feelings. Larry, which is her baby daddy, is an amazing father. There's just certain things I won't tolerate, but we're super duper happy to have all our children, and we just live in life. He be at every swim class, every photo shoot, every doctor appointment, and every baby event. And no, I ain't removing my face tat. I still have hella love for him. And then she went on to say, also, I don't have to name any names because you see it every day in the media. All these celebrity women who are in marriages are in long term relationships with children be getting dogged out every week. Girl, it don't matter if you're married or single, like yourself, getting dogged out, being single with two different baby daddies. I mean, that's, to me, in my opinion, is being dogged out too. So whether you're married or single, women are out here getting dogged out, just period. So marriage really don't have anything to do with it. But I think she's attempting to make it seem like her situation is better because she's a single woman who's not married, and it's better to be a single unmarried woman and get cheated on than to be a married woman and get cheated on. And then a pregnant one at that. Like, this Negro then knocked you up and got you pregnant, and you single, and he cheating on you. I just don't see either situation any good. But that's just me. Let me continue. Okay, so it says long term relationships with children and be getting dogged out every week. Every month they complaining about how they getting cheated on, beat on, children being had on them, they lonely, etc. But they'd rather stay for the image just to say they have a man or a ring, or just to keep receiving apology Birkins and cards. Okay, so I get it. So she's saying that it's better for her to leave that situation. But the thing about it is, girl, it was better to not even be in the situation, because this is the second time. And again, this is not, again, this is really not towards her personally, but again, there are a lot of women, more specifically black women, who are in this very situation, or who will be in this very situation. This is why we have such, a high rate of baby mamas. I mean, well, I'm not going to say this alone. There are many factors that go into that. And this is not the video where I'm going to name them all. But I mean, girl, the first time, okay, should have been a lesson. See, so I got a lot to say about this, and I'm going to say it later on in the video. So you guys just need to stay tuned for that. But let me continue. So it says, receiving apology Birkins and cards. The only difference between me and them is the rest of y'all. In the rest of y'all is I prefer my peace and happiness, so I walk away. It says, relax with all that. Wow, she's still not married. I could have been married to either one of my child's fathers. It's just certain things I won't tolerate, but nothing was a mistake. I wanted all my children by the age of 25 on purpose. And the word purpose is like in all caps. So, I don't know. And it says, and did that. They're perfect, beautiful, and make me happier than I could ever be. But 95% of y'all in the same predicament or worse. So save it. Now, see, I have a problem with everything she said. Well, most, not everything. And let me get into these points. I have 3 points, okay? Point number 1, saving face. When people make not so good decisions, they gotta save face. I think that's what's happening here. We all do it. It's not just her, but we all do it. And so I want to talk about that. The next point is what we have to tell ourselves to push through when we make those not so good decisions. That kind of goes hand in hand with the first point, but I'm gonna tie them both together. And then the last point is not taking accountability, which I don't think was being done in her case, because she's trying to put everybody in the same boat and then trying to make, hard lines in the, in the ground about like how whose situation is worse. And it's like, girl. So anyways, let me go with point number 1. Okay, so point number 1, saving face when people make not so good decisions. When you have to make it make sense to you so that you don't have to carry the burden of feeling stupid, feeling like you made the wrong decision or choices, or you let a dusty get over on you. Think about it. She got this man's name tatted on her face and saying she will not get it covered up. The only thing that can make that make sense is what she tells herself to smooth things over, to lessen the pain and hurt. This is especially true when you're pregnant, and she's pregnant. And you guys know, I mean, when you're pregnant, every medical professional is going to tell you to not stress out, not get depressed, not do certain things that can bring on certain emotions or certain energies, because that can be transferred to the baby and it can hinder or make your pregnancy dangerous. And so with her being pregnant, what do you think? I mean, she has to, for the sake of her and or her child, she kind of has to be optimistic. And it's really unfortunate because, I mean, you guys just think about this, right? She's trying to save face, right? She's trying to make the best out of this decision, out of this situation that she's in. And it makes it even 10 times more important that she's making the best of it so that she does not put herself and or her baby in a risky situation with getting down, getting depressed, things like that. But anybody who has ever went through a heartbreak or a breakup, you go through so many different feelings and so much pain. And then if you're pregnant and you find that you've been cheated on, things like that is not good. And from the looks of things, I mean, she didn't say he cheated on her, but she went into talking about, marriage and people getting cheated on. So it just kind of makes me believe that maybe that's what happened, and that's probably why they're not together. Because think about it, she's pregnant. What person is gonna? Most women who are pregnant, they want the father of their child around. They want to be with them. They want to have all of those experiences together as a couple. Nobody who gets pregnant wants to just go through pregnancy alone. Like, that's not a goal. Like, it's just not. And so there's nothing that no one can say that would convince me that a pregnant woman who leaves a man is just leaving him just because. No, this man did something. And it probably had to do with cheating or something based off of her response. And I just read the response to you guys. But moving on, she has to, again, saving face. So she has to, think the glass is half full. Look at the other side. He's a good dad. She's got to focus in on the good things, right? So that she can keep a cool and calm, energy about it all. And that's a good thing, but it's also a not so good thing because, when you go through stuff, you have to feel what comes with that. And when you don't, that's when healing is not truly it's not really, you're not truly going through the process of healing. So let me continue. I don't want to stay on that point too long. The second point is what you have to tell yourself. And again, like I said, this kind of goes into point number 1, but I wanted to expound a little bit on that. So the things that you have to say to yourself to get through is vital. Think about it. She's pregnant and now single and having to realize that she did it to herself again. All right. And again, I can't stress this enough. This is not just about Summer. This is using Summer's, Summer situation as an example. This video is not necessarily about her. This is just using her situation as an example, because I think that a lot of women are in this situation. And more specifically, you guys know on this channel, we talk about all things Black. So, this is more specifically for Black women. And, again, she's realizing that she did it again. And she's trying not to be mad or feel sad or go into any kind of depression. So what she has to tell herself, the things that she has to focus on. Oh, he's a good dad. He goes to this and he goes to that. And it's like, girl, he's the father of your child. Like that, that's what he should be doing. Like, you don't get kudos for doing something that you should be doing. But unfortunately, in her situation, when you choose a Dusty, that's what those are. That's like a, that's like a, oh, what's the word? I'm trying to think of, like, it's unfortunate, but that's the bar, right? The bar is that, oh, look, he's here for the birth. Oh, he was here. Girl, that's why my baby daddy was at the hospital for the birth. Like, I've heard people say that as in, like, I'm doing better than you. And it's like, girl, he don't get a hand clap for that. He does not get a hand, because everybody baby daddy don't be there. No. And and again, I'm not trying to make this like, this is not about choose better. I don't necessarily believe in that concept. I do believe you can vet. And I do believe that if you've been through something, such as Summer Walker, she's baby mama number 2 now. Baby mama times 2. So she 2 times baby mama. Got 2 different baby daddies. So she been through the first thing. And it's like, you have to learn from those types of things. Like, you just have to. And whatever you need to do to learn from that situation is what you need to do. If you need to remove yourself from the dating pool, if you need to spend more time loving on yourself, self-care, whatever, but you really need to do what needs to be done. So I'm going to go into point 3 because I don't want to be too long. So point number 3, not taking accountability. I think with Summer Walker, that's what happened. Summer Walker just did not take any accountability. And I'm going to tell you why. We're going to go back over what she stated. But first off, accountability does not have to be public. And, when I see videos of women who, go public and like, oh, I want to be accountable for this and I want to be accountable for that, I cringe, because it's like, girl, accountability, you taking accountability it does not have to be a public thing. Like, you don't need to say some type of speech. It's weird to me. And to me, when I see that, it looks as if like you're trying to get, I don't know. It don't look right. It don't sound right. It ain't right. And nobody in their right mind would do anything like that, right? Unless you did something publicly, like, for example, Kanye West or somebody that, did something public, then yeah, you take public accountability. But if you did something between you and your loved one, you and your wife, you and your husband, you don't need to go to social media and be held. Okay. Like, no, I don't know. No. So let me give you guys the actual definition, right, of accountability. When you're taking accountability, it says when you're personally accountable, you take ownership of what happens as a result of your choices and actions. You don't blame others or make excuses, and you do what you can to make amends when things go wrong. To become more accountable, make sure you're clear about your roles and responsibilities. All right. So, this is the thing with accountability, right? Ciara pulled herself out of the dating pool, right? I think Summer Walker needs to do exactly what Ciara did and pivot and hold herself accountable in private. Ciara pulled herself out of the dating pool and she did some self work before, aka taking accountability by being responsible and not doing it again, and realizing that the decision she made was connected to something that was broken inside of her. She has talked very publicly about what she went through, right? She healed in private and then got back out there, and then she ended up meeting her now husband. And Summer Walker, getting on a public platform and attacking and attempting to hold other women accountable, aka her first baby mama, baby daddy's 3 baby mamas, right? She was shooting the shots at them, if you guys remember, about the decisions that they made and the things that what they were doing. But then she ended up becoming a baby mama just like them, and basically being in the same place that she was thinking she was the better woman on for. Or what I see right now with Puffy and all these women that he's rotating. Like, I feel like these women, they're like trying to one up each other and compete and all that, and it's like, no, absolutely not. But anyways, but yeah, Summer Walker, she has some healing that she needs to take place, and she's out here talking about they're super duper happy, and it's like, girl, nobody is happy to be pregnant, breaking up with your baby daddy because he probably did something. That's not happiness. That's what you have to tell yourself. And I get it, you're pregnant, and she's just in a very peculiar situation, and it's unfortunate, but it's not healthy, right? So let me read back over, because I want to break that down before I get off of here. But let me read back over what she said, because I do, like I said, I want to break that down. But so she says, also, I don't have to name any names because you see it every day in the media. All these celebrity women who are in marriages are in long-term relationships with children be getting dogged out every week. Now, she's telling the truth about that. And marriage don't mean everything. But I'm going to tell you one thing. In my opinion, it's not good to be married or single and have, be pregnant and getting cheated on, or pregnant and going through a breakup or heartbreak. That's just not good on no end, right? But there are benefits that come with marriage when you marry the right man, when you're pregnant by the right man, unfortunately. This is the thing. You got people out there that'll be like, oh, it doesn't matter if you're married or not married and blah, 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 blah. But it does. It is benefits. When you are with the right man, if you're having his child and you're married, he's going to have to take care of that child one way or the other, right? If you are pregnant by a Dusty, yeah, they may make him take care of that child, but girl, you're going to be getting $100, $50 a month, because it goes off of, the amount of money, or a certain percentage of money. So this is why I say it has to be in the right situation. And when you're married, the courts most of the time honor when a victim of somebody cheating. And if you're pregnant and he was cheating, that's the jackpot. But if you're a baby mama to a Dusty, yeah, you're right. It ain't no difference. You're right. Yeah, it's nothing to be got. Like, there's nothing, you can't pull nothing out of that. I mean, what are they gonna make him pay $100, $50 a month? Like, come on. This is why it is important. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, it don't matter. You're gonna get no. It does matter. It matters who. And this is not to say that you can choose the right man and you won't go through any cheating or go through any of that. But if you go through that, there are going to be consequences, and those consequences should be in payouts, right? In some kind of way. Either you're going to pay child support and this baby and myself are going to live good, or you're going to pay, alimony, something. But if you just a baby mama, And then you got the Dusty. What he gonna be paying? Dust? I mean, like, come on. So that was one of the things that I had an issue with. And then it says every month they complaining about they getting cheated on, beat on, children being that goes with it. Don't matter. You're right. That don't matter. It says, but they rather stay for the image, just to say they have a man. I think getting pregnant by a baby daddy in so many ways is also to keep a man too, especially when it happens twice. And I'm not trying to be harsh, I promise you, but it is what it is. Like, it just is, and this needs to be said, because what she's doing, not being accountable, is, and if you go to the comment section, you got a lot of people who are, basically coddling her a little bit. Oh, y'all, she walked away from a relationship, y'all should be happy. And it's like, but she shouldn't have been in that. She already had the situation with the first baby daddy. Like, nobody's tripping on anybody that needs to leave a toxic situation, especially if they're pregnant, so that they can better themselves or get in a better situation. Nobody's upset with that. And if anybody is, they're just stupid. And if anybody believes that someone would actually be upset with someone who is pregnant leaving for the sake of their sanity and their health, having an issue with that, they're just stupid, right? So then she goes on to say, image just to say that they have a man or a ring, or just to keep receiving apology Birkins and cars. It says the only difference between me and them and the rest of y'all, and this is why I had the issue. Anybody that does not take accountability is gonna always say something like this. We just alike. Your situation is worse than mine. Like, it doesn't matter, Summer. It doesn't matter. What matters is you're in this situation. You are. And you're in it again. It doesn't matter if your situation is better or worse than the next person. It's the fact that you're in it again, and you have way more resources than a lot of these women who are looking at your post. You have way more access to different men in different tax brackets, right? And compared to just your everyday woman, no, sweetie, no. And then she says, I prefer my peace and happiness. You should prefer peace and happiness before you get pregnant. You should prefer peace and happiness before, you become baby mama number 2. For the second time. And I'm not trying to be harsh, and I know a lot of women probably will have an issue with this video, because a lot of black women are in this situation. And it's not even so much her being baby mama number 1, baby mama number 2, but when you're saying all of this and then you're like, oh, well, the difference between me and them and y'all, girl, there ain't no difference. You in the pool with everybody else. Everybody. It ain't no difference. Like, you're in there with everybody. You got bamboozled like everybody else. You thought it was going to last. Hence that tattoo on your damn face. You thought it was going to, you thought he was different. Y'all situation was different again. Girl, you in there with everybody. We didn't all felt that. We didn't all thought we was with a dude that was going to be. Like, come on. Like, you're no different than nobody else. And this is like, she's trying to like make a distinction between like, oh, my situation is better. It's not. Maybe you have a little bit more money, but no, ma'am, it's just not. It's not. And anybody that believes that, it's just not. Right? So it says, the difference between me and them and the rest of y'all is I prefer my peace and happiness. So I walk away, relax with that. Wow, she's still not married. I could have been married. I don't know about that, because no. And then it says that at the end, she talks about how she on purpose, so she wanted to have children by the age of 25, and she did that. And it's almost like, how somebody be like, oh, I wanted to buy a house by the time I was 25. I did that. Like, they're like stunting. Girl, being a 2-time baby mama at 25 is not stunting. And 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get with another dude and be another baby mama 3 times and have 3 different men. And see Summer, because Summer is on, she's got a platform, she's on the world stage. Like, this is not good. This is not good. I know stuff happens. It was like, okay, the first time, okay, she was young, you learn from it. But the second time, and then the tattoo, and there will be a third time. I just hope that she can pivot and level up in her thinking, her mentality. But unfortunately, she falls in that category of statistics, unfortunately. And she is, first of all, because she's a black woman, she's also at a high risk for being a baby mama. Because just that's just what the statistics are, right? When you're young and you start having children young, and it doesn't work out with that first man, 9 times out of 10, when you get with another man, if you're still choosing the same type of man, it's not gonna work out, and you're in it, and the risks just go up and up and up and up and up. That's just the numbers. It is what it is. All right. But anyways, I want to get off of here. I don't want the video. It's already long, but I hope you guys, again, I wasn't trying to be too harsh. I hope you guys learned something. I am interested to know. I need you guys to get down in the comment section. I also need you guys to like and leave a comment. And also, if you're new, to subscribe. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.